How's your orange?
It's good stuff, man.
It's
like an icy pop. It's cold, man. I've got ice on the inside of my tent.
I had ice inside my thermal mug.
One thing that we've both been suffering with is cold feet. So has anyone got any tips for having warmer feet when you're out? More around camp than anything, like when you're hiking you're okay.
My feet in my sleeping bag were absolutely fine. It was when we were sat around last night, like just nothing I did could warm my feet up. Yeah, and that just makes me miserable. I hate having cold feet, it just makes me... Yeah,
we were talking about having those
that's the same question in my video as well.
Yeah. You can have those down slippers from like Rab and that, they do those like down over slippers, don't they? But I think that's probably the way to go, but if anyone's got any other tactics or tips...
PK, help us. You're our only hope.
PK, suck it up and get in the Eddie.
He's gonna come out of Mermaid's Pool. Not Mermaid's Pool. That's made out of salt water. He's gonna come out of Blueberry Town in a minute and start beating us.
Boys, why are your tents still set up?
Why are you not in a canoe? We're on a mountain, Paul.
So all that's left to do now is to take this tent down. I literally cannot feel my feet. It's painful, man. Okay, so we're all packed up, pretty much. Just waiting for Peter to sort his admin out. Still going.
Batteries, man.
All in all, that was a very successful night. I've enjoyed that. It was good.
Even though you moaned all night.
Moaned for like 5 hours, but that was alright. No, I really enjoyed the tent setup, and I'm really pleased with that. Really like my new down jacket, that worked really well. So we are heading back down the valley now, back down to Buttermere. Quite annoyed really, because the secondary original plan was to head up Red Pike, which is this there, and then we drop down the other side. The plan was to walk up there and then drop down into the other valley, the other side, which would have been Ennerdale, and then do the loop of Ennerdale. And it would have been great to see Ennerdale Valley from up there. That would have been a stunning view, but I forgot the food. So we're going to go back down to the car now, jump in the car, and then we're going to whiz away into Ennerdale, then do the loop from there. So all is not lost, but I think we're missing a good view there, unfortunately. So we are currently heading back down. We haven't hit the stairs yet, the brutal bit. We're still kind of on the flat. But it's a very still morning. It's getting warmer rapidly as we're getting downhill. It's up there where you're in that little alcove. It's the cold air drops, and it's quite chilly where we were camping. But it's a lovely, lovely morning. The sun's just coming over the fells now and hitting the hills over the way. And we're taking it easy because we are not in a rush. We haven't got to be anywhere. Although we are planning to walk round Ennerdale water. Right, we're at the stairs now, heading down slowly, trying not to trip up. And we're not too far off the car now, we'll be at the car in no time. And then we've got to make the decision whether to walk around Ennerdale water or to take the shorter route to camp. We will see what the time is looking like when we get there. Winter time constraints, man, it's not the one. We were young boys, smoking in the woods. I showed you. Peter, what's going on?
Well, the point of this trip was to come out and take some photographs. Not to sit in the tents in the rain, which we can do. We've done before. We know we can do. So I don't want people to think we're just bitching out just because we can't do it. The problem is, the weather seems to be taking a bit of a turn. It has been raining, and the idea of just spending a night sitting in the tent listening to the rain in winter, given that it's going to be dark in like 2 hours, and it's currently 2 o'clock now, it's going to be dark at 4:30, doesn't seem like fun.
Doesn't sound like fun to me. Fun.
So we're trying to work out.
We're just debating on
options. We've got a few options.
Yeah, we have.
One of them. Yeah, it's tricky.
I've had this scenario a couple of times on different trips, and it's kind of like you don't want to be a pussy and bail, but in reality, you know it's just going to be a miserable experience. If this weather carries on the way it's looking, it's not going to be fun.
It's just going to be pointless. There's nothing to be gained from it.
For God's sake, why does this always happen?
Why do we come out in winter?
So yeah, we've just got a bit of thinking to do. It's like clearing up now, but we're running out of time. I don't know if we're going to make it to where we need to be.
Before it's dark. How long is it going to take us to walk there and set up?
I don't know. Let me have a think.
It's like...
Okay, we've decided that we're going to attempt it. We're going to get our packs on and we're just going to walk. So we're just sitting around in the car like idiots. So we're just going to get out there and see what happens and see how we feel. The sky's clearing up a little bit, so let's crack on.
Not happy. the mountains an hour.
Right then folks, we're here and we are doing it. We decided to just stop pissing about in the car, stop talking about it and just get out and start. So we packed up and the theory is that we're going to get to where we need to be and then make a decision on the night to come. But currently it's looking quite pleasant. The walk's been quite nice. The sky has now gone blue again. There's no more rain coming down. It's looking positive, so we're enjoying ourselves. I'm glad we actually made the move to get out of the car, because once you get yourselves in that negative mind frame it can be quite hard to turn it around. But we're currently turning it around and about to cross the bridge. Buckleberry Ferry, follow me.
Can't run, mate.
I do believe I've got a photo of this bridge. I have been here before. I don't know if you remember, but I did a heavyweight canvas backpacking trip with my friend Scott about 2 years ago now, I think it was, when we came here. We're roughly going to revisit the same camping spot we went to last time, but I can't really remember where it was, so we'll see. But we're heading for roughly the same position. But yeah, we're just in the middle of the valley now, which is really, really lovely. Update. Currently trying to cross this river.
I'm committed now though, Bri.
Last time I crossed the river, I did it barefoot and I just waded across. Don't want to do that this time of year because it's very cold. So we're trying to find a reasonable spot where we can kind of wade across with our boots on without getting too wet. So we've chosen where we're crossing. It's not the ideal position, but we're gonna have to do.
Don't fall, because that's my camera you've got.
I'm going, Mr. Frodo.
To Buckleberry Ferry.
I'm gonna go fast as I can.
If you want him, come and take him. Wet feet, mate.
I'm on the top of my boot.
He made it! He made it! Gone over your boots?
We made it to camp. We didn't pussy out. We're here, we're doing it. Look.
Actually doing it.
This is a Forrester Bushcrafter doing some bushcraft. Well,
Look at the wilderness.
Let's put a tarp up.
We have hiked 92 miles into this wilderness to get here. Pristine, untouched wilderness with magnificent and wonderful wildlife.
Some wildlife. We've come to see some wildlife.
Some wildlife.
Anyway, we've fed up with talking to him now. Yeah, setting my tent up. Really enjoying this tent still. I'll show you again in a minute. Give you a proper rundown because I didn't do it yesterday. So we've dropped down into the valley and we have come to a...
No.
Shut up, Peter. We've come... What?
I want you to move back a touch. There's a line of rocks there.
Yeah, okay, hang on.
Budge in.
Yeah. So we've dropped into the valley. We're in a bit of a forested area. We've got a stream nearby. And it's all lovely, lovely. We have plans to make a fire tonight.
Massive fire. Massive fire.
Massive fire. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. I'm glad that we didn't
Yeah.
didn't disappear home.
That was a pretty low point in the car, to be fair. After how cold we were last night, and then sitting in the car and seeing that it was raining. Yeah.
It happens on a lot of trips. You probably, if you're kind of a beginner or a newcomer to the whole wild camping scene, you've got to go through some hardships to get the good trips. Not every trip is perfect. There are plenty trips that I've gone on and just gone, this ain't working, I'm going home.
The problem was there was that option to leave, and if you remove that option, you just got to get on with it, and it just doesn't even enter your mind because you have no choice.
Don't get me wrong. If sometimes if you know it's going to be just a miserable night and you exit the car, just stay with the car. It's not worth it. You can sleep in the car and go the next day and then have another great night, but sometimes if you know it's going to be an absolutely miserable experience, you're going to be sitting in a tent in the rain all night and you're just going to have to pack up in the morning, wet gear. What's the point? That's not fun. If you're doing it for recreational purposes, do it. Have fun. Make sure you're having fun doing it.
But it is worth getting out and doing some nights
like that. Absolutely.
If you're new to it, do some nights where you know you're going to be miserable, because that's when you learn stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's a mixed bag.
Yeah, if you...
Not going to be along the rocks, are you? Because that's back in, you don't really.
No, I mean, like, there's literally just like massive rocks. There'd be like a boulder in the middle.
So I just wanted to show you the inside of the tent, and one of the reasons I like it so much is that I can actually do this inside it. I mean, you can't do this in a Van Gogh Banshee.
Nope.
See if you can zoom out a bit just to get just so much admin room, it's ridiculous.
Room for activities.
Once I've got set up and I've got my admin sorted, I'll show you just how much I can get out of it.
I'm in that. I've got the same thing with mine, like, it's just getting in it. Getting in it is...
Show us how you get in it, Pete.
You got to do the goblin crawl.
Hey, fucking goblin.
But in here, if you shove the camera in, well spacious.
I'll shove my camera in.
My bivvy goes down one side.
Yeah, you have got a lot of space in here once you're in.
Tons of space. It's just a faff getting in and out of it. It was a lot higher that yesterday. What I can do, is I can potentially...
Yeah, because you were sitting there and I could see you.
Yeah,